With
Yeah,
some
yeah.
MCU news, let's go into some MCU news. Just some quick news. Kevin Feige asked comic book writers to kill off
Hmm.
Kamala Khan to make things aligned with the MCU. So I find this quite interesting that Kevin Feige or the MCU universe, movie universe, is dictating some of the things that the comic book writers, because comic books is the source. But it's
Yeah.
interesting how he's trying to get things done in the comics to align with the MCU and what they're going to take the MCU in. So that's an interesting alignment. I thought was happening there. 20
Hmm.
years after Spider-Man 2 release, apparently they brought it out again and made 800,000 in the box office. I mean, how crazy is that? 20 years after it was
Really?
released.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
So I didn't even know that either. I kept seeing it everywhere, but that's freaking awesome. Um, and then Marvel's Blade apparently got rewritten again for the fifth time. I don't know what the hell's happening with that Blade movie, but for the fifth time.
I I I, I read something they're gonna start production, like start filming this year or something. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're trying to do it, but for some reason it just keeps getting rewritten. Maybe they're not happy with the script. I don't know, man. But
I feel sorry for Mahershala Ali, man. He's like thinking, what the hell, man? Sitting there
well,
waiting.
I think he's involved in some of this politics and whatnot. But I
Oh,
don't know. I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's the MCU news. Other movie news. Let's move into other movie news. Face Swap, the sequel to Face Off, is gonna bring back Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. So that's gonna be interesting that those two come back. Obviously, John Travolta's character dies at
Uh,
the end of that movie, but they
of
still get to
course,
see
yeah.
his face and everything. So
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
forward to that. I don't think John was involved in that, but today's retro movie retro movie review, we're going to talk about a classic John Woo movie. But anyway,
yeah.
Face Swap. Looking forward to that.
Hmm.
Tarantino's movie universe. So last week on the podcast, I was talking about how Tarantino's last movie, The Critic, was being stopped. I think Tarantino has moved in a different direction and whatnot. So I made a comment saying, you know, it'd be awesome if if Tarantino's made a movie of his Tarantino movie universe, right?
Yeah,
So all
yeah,
these
yeah.
different characters in one movie. Apparently, this movie was supposed to be that, the Tarantino universe or the Quinton universe or whatever you want to call it. So that would have been
Yeah, yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
You know, could you imagine just the different characters in
yeah,
all these
yeah,
different
that would
movies coming back? I
can
mean, just the
yeah,
dialogue itself would be freaking amazing. So, but
yeah.
apparently that's not happening anymore. I think he's moving in a different direction, probably,
Hmm.
you know, but it was supposed to be his final movie. So it'd be interesting to see what happens next. But that would have been awesome if it did happen.
Yeah.
But you know, I kind of predicted it or I kind of manifested it, and that's what was gonna happen, but didn't. All right. Moving on, Lord of the Rings trilogy is returning to theaters this June with Peter Jackson's 2020 4K remastered and extended edition. So, guys, all you Lord of the Ring fans, if you want to watch a 4K remastered extended edition, go check it out in cinema. I don't think I
Yeah.
will personally. It's a long ass movie and shit, but you know, the movie's already 3 hours, so I wonder how long an extended edition will be. But
Yeah, man. I
Lord of
mean,
the
it's
Ring fans,
great
yeah.
movies. But I can't even watch it. I can't even watch a half an hour episode nowadays, man, without falling asleep.
Yeah, so Lord of the Ring fans, check it out. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, check the description for the full podcast episode. And while you're at it, show some love and click that subscribe and like button.